What is going on, everyone? It is the OWC quarterfinals matchup, Australia versus Philippines. It is me, Monk Gauto. Joining me today will be Jordan the Bear to bring you this match. How you doing, Jordan?
Amazing as per usual, my friend. It's so good to be here with you and casting the Australians once again in the quarterfinals this time versus the Philippines. And it's a bit disheartening seeing them from the losers bracket so early on, but I'm sure they'll make a ridiculous run. But Philippines, they're down here as well, and it's choppy. So we'll have to see who's bringing the most punches tonight. Who's really on their game.
Yeah, been a very scrappy few weeks for these two teams. Philippines, though, however, cleaning it up nicely in that last week, bringing Denmark down 6-1, and Australia 6-0 against Japan, maybe 6-1, 6-2. I actually missed that one.
Yeah, it was 6-2. 6-2. It was a very good match.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was 6-2. MREC just went off, FC'd every single map except the one. And I think that's kind of what we've been seeing with the Australian team recently. It's just MREC really stepping up and filling in that, that slot. He's just carrying them so hard. And on the Philippines side, we've had Henry and Kagano just doing so well. Zone Louise as well.
Yeah, I look forward to see Henry playing this week because he looked like he had a lot more to do in that match versus Denmark. Like he was playing well, but he looked like he shouldn't have been missing where he was missing. And I look forward to seeing his actual potential on all of these scores. These teams are going to be going into this match hoping to correct a lot of the scores that they got that maybe they lost in their previous matches. So we'll see. We had a crazy performance from Dummy as well. It's not just MREC on that team, although he is the star player. Everyone knows him as of recently. You would think this is child's play for him. Like these maps are nowhere even close to the level of maps he's playing. So you've got to think he's going to FC every map. But Dummy last week in that last match, he was up there with him. It looked like he was really well competing on that high level in this quarterfinals. 7-star, 6.5-star territory, and we're straight into the match. It's time. It's time. Time for the rolls. My favorite part of the match.
Oh, look at that! 33 to a 44. I kind of like the rolls. Oh! But yeah, as far as predictions goes, we've seen Philippines kind of hover towards a speed, no mod 5, no mod 2 type of team. They really do like the tapping focus maps, and honestly, Australia couldn't have been. That's sort of been their bread and butter for the entire tournament as well. It's sort of been their trope for the last few years. They really do like that tapping style map. So I think there's going to be a lot of maps that can go either way, and mostly Philippines just probably looking to pick out that speed, maybe banning out some of the hiddens.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love the game of chicken where you get two teams that have been picking the same thing up to a certain point and winning, but when they finally meet and they're both having to, they both have the same preference picks. It's like who's going to pick it first? Who's going to be the one to release the can? Like who's going to be the first one to unleash the string of DT 1, 2, 3, 4, all of them?
Yeah.
3 mod 2. Who's
chicken.
Can of worms, yeah, the game of chicken as well for who's going to be that first pick. But the bands, we're deciding. Jordan is going with the first pick, I believe, and Australia first pick. Philippines going with the second ban.
I wonder if Australia is going to kind of go towards more of those A maps. They're going to go ahead and ban no mod 4 straight away. So eliminating that map, that is one of the more harder maps of the pool. The fake life no mod 4, certainly a difficult one. We saw Korea and Canada, I believe, popping off on that one. So
yeah, good ban, good overall ban. It's a map that's very hard to not only combo but to act. So if you don't feel like you're going to combo at least half that map, and you can't act it, like you really shouldn't play. So I think it's really smart ban. One of the maps they know for sure that they can't act, I reckon, would be taken off the table. Hard Rock 2 and DT4 will be coming out from the Philippines. So that's 6.5. And we're taking out the DT ult against Australia, which is fair. They had some pretty decent
run on that yesterday.
Yeah. So
yeah, but a lot of the DT pool is open. That entire hidden pool still being open. Also the free mod, of course, this year round. Kind of a new slot. It's gotten that no mod 5 has kind of been shifted towards that free mod slot. And Australia's been one of those countries where they really do have a good 1, 2, and free mod. You've got Milo that hard rock every time, and MREC in that hidden has been looking ever so solid on it. So definitely a good avenue for Australia there.
Yeah, absolutely.
In these two, in their last matchups, Australia was actually beating the Philippines in all the maps they played last week. Australia beating them 3-1. Philippines had quite an edge on the No Mod 3. No one really in Australia except Emrek having a decent score, whereas Philippines, it was really a team effort that that got them that win on No Mod 3 last week. So wonder if they'll dive into that.
But it was close, and you know it's going into a second match on the same pool. You've got to feel like they're going to improve all their scores. Like the last scores in the last match yesterday, you know they're good to go off, but you've got to feel like everyone wants to do better. Like everyone not wants to be like everyone, especially on Australia, where you could kind of say that Emrek carried them hard. So everyone will want to have their piece of the pie. And you know, say, hey, it wasn't just Emrek, it was me as well. But that's why I'm very excited to see how Philippines performs. They banned out No Mod 1. You know, both the Amy No Mods just taken out completely. I mean, fairly safe bans. Maybe looking into some Hidden 1, Hard Rock 1 for Philippines if that's the case. But yeah, it's really good. They're going up against Australia. You know, this is the team with Emrek on it, and I feel like players like him, they give off a certain aura in tournaments.
The aura, absolutely.
The aura, the top player aura. You're going against the best in the game. Like, you are in the lobby competing against him, that machine. So there's this kind of... Yeah,
that same aura, you can feel it from players in the past. You know, you've had your Bubble Mans, your Emreks, your Baxays. There's something about being in the lobby with those players that's super intimidating, and they're not going to leave as well. They sit there and play every single map, and it's that added pressure on top of it also being OWC, of course. Australia's going to go ahead with their first pick, picking the DT3. This is, of course, their bread and butter, but Philippines as well, loving their DT as of recently, been picking that one a lot. So this is definitely one of those maps you can expect to see Philippines looking quite comfortable on, and it could honestly go any way.
Yeah, the game of chicken, it wasn't even a game. They just ripped straight into speed. Like, the Band-Aid just got absolutely torched off the skin there. It's probably going to be expecting to see Jordan LR, Dummy, Emrek, and I assume Milo, Milkshake, or Vivace from the side of Australia. Expecting over on the side of Philippines probably be Henry and Ramu. I believe Ramu is quite good at the finger control and stuff like that. So maybe on something like DT3. What's this? 260 BPM? 250 BPM?
Yeah, around that. Their DT roster's been absolutely super solid, and Australia had some insane DT scores last week, putting up about 4 million on two of them. They when they lost to Romania, these were part of the two maps that they did really well on, almost full weighing every single time. But the Philippines actually put up a really good score last week on some of the DTs, so they do have a chance. That was Distant, Xylos, Henry, and Nathan, but it looks like they've made a bit of a swap here with Zone stepping in.
Yeah, very interesting stuff. Australia looks like they're also trying to find the fourth here. Maybe Dummy not feeling so comfortable, but no, this will be interesting for the first map, because it's kind of what both teams wanted to pick first up. So we'll get this out of the way. We'll find out immediately who's going to be taking a majority of these speed picks, and who's going to have to alter their pick ban strategy going into the next couple maps.
Yeah, the Philippines actually picking a lot more hidden than other teams do, playing it both last week and doing really well on the hiddens. Australia hasn't played any of that hidden yet in this. They didn't play any of it last week, but Philippines looking experienced in that hidden pool.
Looking exciting. Very excited to get into this match, and it's finally starting. It's your OWC 2022 quarterfinals in the losers bracket. Australia versus Philippines. Let's run it with DT3.
Yeah, see if we get any of those nerve breaks at the start, or what this is going to be like. Really set the tone for the rest of the match here. If your Philippines at break point here, absolutely amazing. Australia looking to put one on the board and get this one rolling.
Yeah, the first point being a break point is huge money if you're on the opposite team that isn't that one to the first pick. But Kagano having a bit of a struggle out the opening. We're on 83%. That's going to be pretty big against the likes of Australia
as well.
Come out of it with 99s and 98s all across the board. But Vivace will be the first one to drop, as well as Zone.
Oh god.
There's Xylos. It's actually down to one FC coming out the intro to this map. And it's gone. We've lost all 4 players, and Australia is Dummy, Emrek, and Jordan LR. You know, I'm not expecting these guys to break. There he goes! Jordan LR straight out the gate, immediately on that flow pattern. There's just 2 left. If I keep talking, they should keep breaking.
Yeah, no, that is exactly right. But Dummy and Emrek, we've seen it before. They are the only ones holding out throughout the intro. Zone Luis just kind of caught himself back up there. And really, the team act, you can just kind of see the comfortability between the Australians and the Philippines. Australia looking way more comfortable on this map.
Yeah, it's already 200k coming out to almost third of the way in. Another break from vv isn't going to do that much when, you know, Henry and Zylas are kind of matching him every step of the way. Jordan LR 7 once again. Zone Lewis doing what he can, but he's got that 95%. We'll see Kagano right before the break as well. It's seriously only on Zone Lewis' shoulders right now, and you know, he's got to the break, and he's now staring down Emrek Dummy. So
yep. It's a large gap.
He makes it the rest of the way through this map.
Really just those early breaks. Kagano not really able to find himself in this map. It is very fast. It's coming at 267 and the stamina is rather intensive. You're the Philippines probably looking to shake this one off. As Emrek and Dummy looking way too comfortable on this map. Both sitting at about 99%. No one really close. Just Henry, and he's going to find a break there as well. So Dummy and Emrek, the 2 sort of veterans now at this point.
Yeah, doing it for the boys right now. Henry, it looks like he should have had a better run. He's just having some very unfortunate breaks, you know. But it's the first map after all. It is the first map. Everyone's probably a bit, you know, shaky, especially. I couldn't go into the first map, you know, without jittering all over one of these whole streams. You know, that's kind of what happens in speed maps. You know, the cursor gets so shaky on them. So
I gotta say this timing for both these countries, I can't even imagine a better time for Australia-Philippines match, as they're both relatively in the same time zone, right? Like, it'd only be 2 hours later for the Philippines, coming in at a nice 6 p.m. evening, Sunday evening for Australia. So it's always good when you get 2 teams playing in a comfortable time zone.
Yeah.
But Australia putting up 3.2 million on the first map. Emrek, obviously, no stranger to it, is going to go ahead and continue that FC streak. I believe he's on 5 now or something like that. He's just been playing so well. It's very rare that you see him miss more than once in these matches, but he's not going to do it on the first one. Certainly not in the Philippines. Maybe looking to take Australia back with a strong hidden pick. We haven't really seen Australia comfortable on the hidden picks yet. So I guess that might be an area of weakness worth exposing.
Might be a good pick, but I'm a bit worried about the Philippines and that 4th. You know, we had Kagano with a B, not even breaking 200k there. If that's going to be the common theme for, you know, some of these other speed maps, we've got Fremont 2, we've got DT2 and 4. You know, they're all on the table. So if we're having to fill a player for the DT3, I'm very scared for Australia's picks for the rest of the map. It is their Philippines pick though. You know, we might have enough picks. I'm pretty sure with all the hiddens, hard rocks, free mods, we can easily topple that DT roster. But if that's how we're gonna go, that's almost a couple guaranteed points for Australia. That
they're really answerable. You're gonna need at least 4, like 1 uncomfortable player on a speed map versus 4 really comfortable ones. It takes in a serious effort from the other players to beat that, to offset it, because the accuracy matters so much. But we'll see what Philippines go for here. I'm definitely thinking they're not going to pick the DT, as it looks like Australia's kind of comfortable in picking that. And they're going to go ahead with the free mod 4.
Great pick. I like that. The free mod 4.
This map. You like this map, dude?
Yeah, this map is wild. This map is one of the ones I was looking forward to seeing the most. We didn't quite see it. I don't think we've seen it in any of the maps. Maybe Canada and South Korea. We saw it played, but yeah, no, this one's wild. 200 BPM. We're going underwater with Hobbs. Missed injections here. We'll see who we're going to bring in. I'm expecting Australia will be Milo, Hardrock, and Emrek Hidden. That seems to be the theme. All of their last match on every free mod they played, that is what they ran. Maybe Mavs covering for Hidden, so Emrek and Nomod, but this I don't think this would be the map for him to Nomod.
Yep,
what would you say, Philippines? What do you reckon Philippines will run them?
I'm thinking they're not running Zalos this match for this free mod, but usually they'd like to have Zalos on a hard rock. You'd probably see Zone Louise rocking the hard rock, and the hidden player could either be maybe an Henry or a Ramu. But yeah, I'm not too sure on that. I'm definitely expecting a Zone Louise hard rock though. I'm pretty sure he's quite comfortable on that hard rock. This is the 3-minute 31. This is genuinely a more simple map. A lot of aim in this one as well, but definitely on the simple consistency side. And you know, when you're versing such a high stack team, I kind of like going simple and taking your chances on the misses more so than, you know, the speed, because aim is one of those skills that's just so hard to replicate, and you can really make a go of it if the other players miss. But it looks like Australia's going to bring in Mavs. You got to assume he's rocking that hidden for them. Wonder if they'll overmod here.
Yeah, any overmods in quarterfinals onwards is psycho behavior. But these maps are so hard already at this point in quarterfinals that adding the stress of an extra hidden or hard rock is crazy. I know Australia likes to do it a lot, but with Dummy and Emrek, they should have 2 consistent no mods. And yeah, that's it.
Ooh,
Nathan
2
Ram
hiddens.
and Henry coming in with we've got 2 hiddens. Yeah, Phil, I was going to say they're the no mods, but I didn't even see there is an extra hidden there. Ramu and Henry taking hidden Zone Louise on the hard rock, like you said.
So it's looking like a comfort.
That score
definitely
difference matters.
A comfort hidden for one of these players in Henry or Ramu here, as certainly it's not necessary to run the hidden this late into the tournament.
Yeah, we saw it from them last week, but you know, the pool's a lot harder now. We'll see if it actually pays off here. Second map, Philippines first pick, so I think some of those nerves are still going to be there. We might still see some of the fellas on this team get a bit shaky. I look forward to those are my favourite parts in OWC, seeing people, you know, on the world stage getting nervous and still performing, still just going psycho through the nerves, dude. I love seeing players do that.
They'd be feeling so happy about it, so awesome to see. But everyone kind of getting through that intro unscathed.
Very rare, and there it is.
Oh gosh.
Milo with the first break on the hard rock of this team, 8.5.
You got to be watching the hard rock on the other side, and there it is. I was just gonna say the trap on the hard rock is completely broken, like it's super intense. But both of them sporting nice 98s, and now you've got that hidden advantage sort of playing towards your favor on the side of the Philippines. Oh gosh, Zone and Ramu both finding a break on the exact same pattern.
Before the slow part. There it is.
It's 2 different mods.
Yeah, free combo is here, and we've lost 2 of our soldiers standing on the front lines, and now Mavs, Dummy, and Emrek doing with it what they can. It's slowly edging back over to Australia here, but we are at the halfway point in the slow part, so it's. I look forward to these. The abrupt change to when the map actually starts again. Who will be the first to miss?
And these are so missable. These patterns, all of them, just with the added nerves, it really can hit you. Milo
Milkshake.
Tough going on the hard rock, and that gives it advantage Philippines. But as I say that, Nathan Ram does find a miss. They're almost dead even. There goes Mavs. It's definitely advantage to the side of Philippines. Actually, no, I don't know where their second FC dropped, but it's Henry versus Emrek Dummy. And there goes Dummy. Now it's Emrek versus Henry. And this is more like what we were expecting to see. This is Henry versus Emrek. We've seen this matchup on the leaderboards before. But this map's definitely looking like it's going to come down to these 2 players. The hidden advantage on the side of Henry.
Yeah, it's slight, but it might be the advantage they need. There's still an entire quarter of the map to go. There's still so much that can happen, and Zone, it's not going to help for the Philippine side here. We need to see Emrek or break, or we need to see every other member break or fall apart here. So here we go. It's the last quarter of the map. So important for Philippines. This moment right here. Hits the cut streams. Henry is doing everything he can. Hits the 1/3 wiggle. It's still close. Everyone else is
way too close. Milo and Mavs both finding a miss. Nathan and Zone will follow suit, but Ramu and Dummy matching Emrek and Henry there to support the combo. It's only about 60,000 points. You can definitely go any way. A single slider break, even bad act from Emrek or Henry is going to change the score quite a lot.
These scores are crazy, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely insane.
Are ridiculous. Like, this is definitely one of the harder maps in the pool for sure, and they're still going off, even on these full screen, you know, slow down sliders. It's so easy to slider break or mistap. And they're just performing.
It's about 60,000. Emrek and Henry pulling through towards the end of the map for this abrupt ending.
Still, wow. Spin to win.
It wasn't enough.
Not quite 100,000 points. It's the first pick from Philippines, and it's a break point. It's not what you like to see coming out the gate for Philippines, but Emrek really just couldn't be beat with that 97% FC on no mod. Henry put in all the work, but the support was just a little bit better on Australia.
Oh,
it was not that
man.
much at all. It was just a
was
tiny fraction better
so
from the rest of the
slight.
players.
Just a complete, an insane performance there from Henry as well. To bring along an FC with that on the hidden is no joke at all. You could see that the Hard Rock players definitely weren't too comfortable on that map, and it was really just the supporting cast and Dummy and Mavs and Marlo all just sort of in that mid 400 range. Just wasn't enough there on the Philippine side. Incredible stuff though from Henry. That hidden FC it might be the top score of the tournament for this week.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that, I'd like to welcome you back to the Speed Onslaught with Australia. It is Speed Sunday after all, so I'm thinking these guys will be picking nothing but speed this match. Prove me wrong. I'd love to be proved wrong, but after that DT3, I don't see anything but Free Mod 2 or DT2 coming out here. It's got to be like, hey guys, what should we pick?
Has had some bad luck with their Free Mod 2s as of recent. I believe they got 4-wayed by Romania and then 4-wayed again by Japan with the Free Mod 2. Both times, it's seemingly like a good pick, but it just seems to bring the best out of their opponents. So we'll see if they do it. They're definitely going with that Speed Onslaught, the poster prank girl DT2.
Yep, welcome to Speed Sunday. We're back. It's 225 BPM. It's not quite as fast, but it's still Stamina Sunday. It doesn't really matter what you want to call it. Speed, stamina, it's all there. It's today. So maybe that Free Mod 2, maybe you might be right. They might be scarred for the rest of this tournament, picking Free Mod 2, because that is what's happened to Australia is detrimental. But here we are with DT2 instead. Wondering if we'll see the same roster from Philippines to try and counteract that strong Australia roster we know and love from Australia.
Looking like a struggle to find a fourth here. That fourth player still missing on the side of Philippines. On the side of Australia, you got to wonder. Suffix. Who else would be playing this map? Maybe Marlo Milkshake. On the side of Philippines, we've got to wonder if Kagano is going to make another appearance. I know he's familiar with that speed stuff, but after that first DT map, he didn't look too comfortable on it.
Yeah. Well, Nathan Ram is in. He didn't play the first DT as well. Maybe he might be the sub they're looking for. As Henry's definitely playing. Zarlos, I've got a feeling we'll have to play. Like Zarlos, this is Zarlos' area of expertise here. So I want to see what he's got in this DT2. Quite a
significant step up in this week's DT2 from last week's as well. Last week's was definitely this one. They certainly pushed their foot down.
Yep, absolutely. All these maps, every map, dude. I swear the scaling, round of 16 to quarterfinals. You know, they put the word finals in this stage, like quarterfinals. So that means everything must scale. Everything must be. You're really got to weed out the weak players now. We need nothing but the big guns led into the semis. Semis is the big week where some of those seed matchups happen where it's like first and fourth, third and second. That's all next week. So you really have to cut down who's not going to be making it there and who's not good enough with
looks like
scaling
it's
on these maps.
It's going to be Zarlos for the Philippines stepping in. No Kagano for this one. And the Australian roster, we said it before, hopefully they've got a solid 4 for this map, because that first DT, it looked like they didn't really have 4 comfortable players on. Australia definitely did. And when you're a team that's slower than the other one, you got to be expected to play a lot of speed, because that's just the aim of the game.
Yep, once you make that apparent, that's all that's coming. So, great pick from Australia. We'll see how it works out for them, and we'll see if Philippines, the BPM's a lot lower. So I've got a good feeling about them on this one, and I'm sure Australia didn't actually quite play up to their standards with a few misses on DT2 with the base and Jordan LR7. Maybe that opening is what Philippines needs in this DT2, but we're coming at the start of this map without any breaks again, which always scares me. Like 8 people are in, and no one misses the intro.
And immediately, just on all 4 players on Philippines, Emrek finding the break, disastrous. I thought
now we're nervous.
Now it's certainly anyone's game, because that is not the player you expect to see miss. And look at the Philippines gunning it. They're all kind of 97. Emrek's finding his second break. Something's off there, but even all the players on Philippines, they did good. Henry's going to find the first break. LR7 as well. So it's just Dummy and Vv1645003616 on the side of Australia versus Xylos Nathan.
Oh, Xylos
So
is
even.
out though, and that means the advantage is back to Australia. Jordan tried to counteract Zone Louise's break, but Xylos also had a miss there, so here it comes. It's in Australia's territory. We need to see Vv1645003616 or Dummy have a break here, but they're gunning it. They're absolutely 98% almost a piece on those guys.
Nathan's rocking 99 on this map right now. No one even close to him in accuracy.
Yeah.
Vv1645003616 finding a miss. It's just Dummy versus Nathan now. About 50,000 points to go. Philippines 50% through the map.
Yeah, they've left it so close. They've left it so close. It's still less than 100k, and Nathan Ram is 99%. He's nervous, but he is continuing to perform. This is crazy stuff from him. Matching the world-class Dummy. Vv1645003616, another break. But there goes Nathan Ram. He did such a good job. But Dummy
getting through this section. Emrek, Jordan both finding it. Sort of finding their way into the map here, looking ever so comfortable.
Wow, what a performance from Dummy getting through that, and he's rewarded with this slow part, and this lead that they had barely the whole map is now 300,000.
Yep, this is vintage Dummy here. We've seen it year on, year out. He just always performs on these old DT style maps, and nothing new. Such a performance from the Philippines. They looked way more comfortable on that map, and that was definitely one that could have gone their way, especially with the characters of Emrek and LR breaking, somehow managing to still pull 700,000, but Dummy is just going to go ahead and kind of sling Australia through that one.
Yeah, no, that was awesome stuff from him. A nice FC. You know, when you're Emrek is kind of probably annoyed now because that's his match costs. Well, I know, we know Emrek on a decent level, and he loves to play for these match costs. And Dummy has just gone and ripped that from him. So you never know. Maybe we'll see Emrek throw for the boys
even
here,
harder now. Now he has to work even harder. Throw out of spite. Yep. No, but a very close and competitive map there. It was a lot closer than the score had led it on to be. Nathan finding a break about 70% through the map. Unfortunate stuff, but yeah, the Philippines really can hang on some of those speed maps, and DT1 certainly still a toss-up.
Yeah, definitely not over by any means. It's 3-0 in lead to Australia, but Philippines has the pick here, I believe. So it's it's still just one breakpoint and one breakpoint. You get yourself on the board now, and it's not even close to over. Just a 2 lead. They still need 3 points to close it out. So it's very big. What this pick is though. What is the pick?
I like the free mods, and I like the hiddens from the Philippines. We saw Mavs rocking the hidden on that first free mod and struggled quite a bit compared to Henry and the other hidden score that they had. I think it was Ramu. They did a lot better. So I'm thinking they might like to attack some of this hidden pool. Maybe some of the free mods, the AR8 free mods still being open. A lot of opportunity here for the Philippines.
We've been hyping up the hidden pool
and for them this whole match. As well.
Yeah, it's all still open. We might be, we've got to pick something now because we mispicked this and it's 4-0 down. So
yeah, but Australia is, of course, there's only 2 more speed maps left in this pool, in Fremont 2 and sort of DT1, if you classify it so. Oh, this hidden is nuts.
Map I wanted to see the most this match. I love this AR8 hidden, dude. This is awesome. The anti-jumps. The 1-2s, the streams are so awkward in this map. It's beautiful from Zelk. It's such a great test of AR8, and being at 3 minutes, it's not easy. It's not easy to combo like half this map. So, and I think Philippines has a great chance. I think this is one of the best picks for sure. They're very practiced on their AR8, and they're hidden in general. So this one could be this could be it. This one could be the start to the downfall of Australia here.
Absolutely. Henry's been performing so well on the hiddens, as has Ramu. So looking for those 2 players. Kagano stepping in here, looking who the 4th's going to be. Really no idea who that might be. That really could be anyone, but it looks like Australia's kind of settled in on their lineup. Dummy, Emrek, Vv1645003616, and Mavs stepping in once again.
Looking good. I like Nathan Ram after that last map, bro. I know it doesn't really translate, but he's a bullet.
It's all about
Nathan Ram is a bullet from that last map.
He's a bucket.
Yep. Yeah, he's absolutely strapped with the weapons this time. I reckon that's the move. I reckon that's the game-winning move because Henry and Ramu expecting great things from them on this map especially. Especially from Henry after that last hidden performance. So.
See how it goes. This map is certainly up there in terms of difficulty. The 8.3 makes this so much harder. It may not look that difficult because they do kind of simplify the jumps here, but when you play it on 8.3, if you're not comfortable, it's so tough.
Yeah, it's awesome. Putting all these players on something that might be completely unfamiliar to them. You don't have to play AR8 at all to rank up, you know? You could completely avoid playing things of this AR your entire life. You could not even know that this exists. And get to the rank of
so
some
niche.
of these players, which is why it's awesome that it's in tournaments, that we get to test this niche aspect of the game that's still amazing to watch. But
no one.
Yeah, this is one of the maps that if everyone got through the intro on this, I'd be freaking out because it's not happening there, right? It's been Kagano, Henry, and Dummy out the rip. You know,
but it's Nathan Ram and Ramu getting through the intro for the side of Philippines. Nathan, who stepped in, is the only SS remaining. Kind of feeling himself there. There it goes. But
good.
Philippines off to a great start this map. Definitely needing this one for momentum.
Henry is going to be the first one to break in this chorus. That's a huge drop. That's already 2 breaks from him immediately. It was still this 10k lead is entirely on his behalf here. But vv16 is going to be another break in the chorus. Kagano dropping as well. We're down to 2-2.
Gonna need to see a break from Emrek or Mavs here to kind of even out the playing field, as definitely advantage Australia right now. There goes Henry again, struggling quite a bit on this map.
Yeah, very strange from him. Very strange. You know, hopefully he picks it up in this this second chorus. But Kagano again and vv16, it seems like those guys are the ones that are struggling. It's all Mavs, Emrek, Ramu, Nathan right now. This is awesome. These guys are putting on a show for us.
Yep.
Dummy in the wings is what's making the difference.
Oh,
but
there's
Mavs is a big break for Australia. And
Dummy! Chance, it's just Emrek. It's only Emrek versus Ramu and Nathan Ram. All the pressure on him now. Oh, everyone can see at that point.
Yeah, that score is sliding over to the Philippines nice and smoothly here. Ramu and Nathan, they've seen it. They just have to hold through this slow part, which is a lot easier said than done. When you're facing down Emrek as the 2 FCs left, it's you versus Emrek. This is the Osu I've been talking about.
Take him down.
Yep. For sure. 2-on-1 scenario, easily done. And there it is.
And there it is.
And then goes Emrek. There's Emrek. This point is going to Philippines. Ramu and Nathan Ram putting in serious hours for their country right now.
Ramu, dude. Ramu's got to find his break, but Nathan's there. And there he is. The sub coming in at the last minute. Last one standing. A stellar performance there from Nathan. Henry's kind of found himself there towards the second half of that map, like we hoped he would, and it looks like Philippines are going to put themselves on the board on the AR8. Can Nathan close this out and juice this FC?
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. This ending is crazy as well. What a score from Nathan Ram. It is 300,000 points to the Philippines, and he's still going.
He's a gun. It doesn't get better than that. Tested has to defeat Emrek to get here, and looks like he's done so.
Wow.
Oh, and a legendary performance from Nathan Ram is going to bring that home. Philippines on the board now, 3-1, and Australia 2 speed picks left. We can't miss this one. Free mod 2, we can't mess this one up.
That is the point that they needed. That is absolutely the point. Before it's too late, you've won your own pick. And there was still only 1 break point down to Australia. This match is not even close to over. And the next speed map will be DT1 instead of free mod 2. So, you know, they're still a bit nervous going into that free mod 2, I suppose.
They don't like that. Yep.
This is definitely not a speed map. This is aim. You have to be able to keep up with the tapping on this, but this is this is in that 1 slot for a reason. This isn't even 10.3 this week.
Not there yet.
So very comfortable for a lot of the players. I'm guessing, and I reckon Philippines have a great chance here, especially with that momentum. We have to keep Nathan Ram in for sure. I don't care if he doesn't play DT. You need to put him in right now.
We're starting to see Emrek sort of slipping a little bit now. 2 misses in a row. Very rare for him considering that he's only missed 2 maps in like the entire tournament so far. So it is definitely opportunity there for the Philippines. And for DT1, I can't think of a scarier team to verse on a DT1 than this. Australia certainly loves their DT1.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the DT1 team back in the day. You know, this is Dummy, Jordan, LR, Marlo Milkshake, and Emrek. Like,
it's just
these guys.
Didn't need that upgrade, but
they all warm up. They all jump on and warm up with maps like this, to be honest with you. So see how they go. I'm looking forward to what is it? Henry, Cargo, Zone, Louise.
Just got a quick 880 waiting. He definitely probably I don't even know what he did to get that because it's not even in his top plays anymore. But that's all right, dude. Just another Sunday for Emmerich. See if he can apply some of that PP to this map here. You'd hate to see a miss, but it looks like Zalos is going to be stepping in from the Philippines.
Yeah, I wonder if that's like a strategy Emmerich has where he just he misses on a map, but OWC's like, dude, what am I doing? Just goes to a 40-second farm map and pumps a 900 out. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm still the GOAT. Gets back in the lobby and then obviously FCs. You know, he just had to remind himself of what he is.
Brazil 3 mod.
Into this one.
Incredible stuff though,
but yep, there's Zalos. That's the fourth they definitely needed. I like this. I like this roster from Philippines. Good chance here. I'm looking forward to this. If this is the moment, this is the break point to take to really put yourself in this match.
Yeah, the momentum certainly in striking range now for the Philippines. They did finally get that point on the board, but a break point is what they need to win it. They need a few more of those as well. Oh, this song is so nice. I'm definitely a big fan of this DT one. It's one of those more comfortable ones that, if you're familiar with farming DT in the past, this is your go-to. Definitely your favorite map in the pool for those DT aim players. Just your average unranked PP map.
Yeah, love that. We'll see if I'm looking forward to see how Jordan and Zone Louise. These guys haven't been really having the match of their dreams so far. They've been I feel like they've been underperforming from their last match even as well. So hopefully they can bring that here. Definitely I know Zone Louise is definitely capable of performing all these maps.
He's been Philippines prime and butter for a while now. I think they were missing Shock this year. He was a very, very good player recently. So
yeah, let's put our foot down. We don't need him. It's 5th point. DT's third, Australia's third pick coming out of the DT pool here. So you know, exhausting the options is a first break from Cargano, but that intro is impossible. So I'm not surprised. I was expecting at least one break, but only one.
Let's have a look at some of the tapping. How's the tapping going? We've got one ulting on the side of Australia and Marlo. LR7's going to be the first one to break on the side of Team Australia. Zalas will match that. Kagano had an early blunder, but that's all right. Still advantage for the Philippines, I'd say.
Yep.
So there's only Kagano and Zalas will find a break. So it just looks like it's just these two players on the side of Philippines. Struggling quite a bit on this. Maybe it's the AR.
But there's Dummy. That's a big break. Dummy is an extremely large break on a map like this because now it's just Emmerich Marlo. Jordan has kind of fumbled the intro as well. So now it's almost even. Looking at the combos, it's almost even. It's just a little bit towards Australia. We're already halfway into the map. So if Zone Louise and Henry can really pull this ending out, we might have a bit of an upset here.
Yeah, we need to see this from Zone. This would be that map that just sends him to a good performance this match. Henry's already had his moment. Looking for Zone to help him in striking that, bring down this Team Australia. Jordan L's going to find his second miss. That's huge now, so it really is just Milo and Emmerich on the side of Team Australia. About 100,000, 100 and a few as we pass over that way.
We're approaching the last quarter of the map. Cargano not doing any favours. It's really the real difference. We need to see Milo, Emmerich, Henry or Zone break, and then we'll see the score bar plummet from one side to the other if any of those players break. Dummy is coming up in the wings, but Xylos is there with him.
Last section.
It's as even as possible. It's just 200k on the board. And these jumps don't get any easier. This last chorus, I would argue, is the hardest of all of them. Some of these triangle patterns, no one missing at all yet.
Henry finds a miss later on, and now that score is definitely going to go over to the side of Australia's. Milo Emmerich putting on such sort of expected performances on your DT1, really. It is their preference. Zone's going to have that map, but it's just not going to be enough. The timing wasn't there. 3.1 mil wasn't enough to cut it on the DT1. Wow. Australia there, 3.7.
Wow, Zone Louise really pulled out the FC, man. I'm stoked. I'm stoked for him, but that's so tragic, man. Those guys, 2 FCs on the side of Australia, 600, 700k. Like, you know, it's great scores. It's great scores, and Philippines was with them the entire way. They just couldn't close out the ending like Milo and Emreg, the real closers on the side of Australia there, making the difference on that map.
Look, Philippines had a great pick last time in that hidden 2. They kind of won that one. Nathan Ram absolutely popping off. So I kind of like playing around Nathan Ram here a little bit. Looks like our hidden roster on the side of the Philippines might be a bit better than Australia's. So that entire avenue is still left open. But the speed now for Australia, you got to assume that they're going to go for 3 mod 2 no matter what next pick. So there's a lot of options here for the side of Philippines.
Yeah, the whole pool is your oyster here. If you're playing into a player like Emreg, you've got to pick what you're best at. You know, these guys have got to seriously disregard trying to pick around.
They can play. They can play everything.
The fact of the matter at hand is that you have to match one FC to Emreg's. No matter what map you're going into, you need to match at least one FC to Emreg and have the rest of your boys perform. So let's pick the most comfortable map that all the players on this team, regardless of if they think Australia can play it, let's pick our most comfortable map that will FC the most comfortably. So
I reckon it's no mod 3.
Could be no mod 3. I like no mod 3, especially considering Australia's scores from yesterday. That's a great pick. The hidden pool as well, you know. Hidden 1 or no mod 3 are my predictions here. So
Philippines have had a pretty tough OWC this year, getting knocked down to the losers from Germany, arguably one of the tournament favourites for the year. So it's always tough to start off like that, but they've done well through the losers brackets. Australia, of course, being sent down here from Romania in that historic reverse sweep.
Yeah, here they are, making the pick of their lives. It's all on this pick. Philippines, you need to make sure that we win this one and we're not out of the game just yet, because 2 breakpoints is so scary against a team like Australia. You're almost always on the back foot to 2 breakpoints in. So what's it going to be? What's it going to be, Philippines?
This is potentially their last pick of the match, so they're making sure they get everything right on this pick. Every single member on the team having their say in what gets picked here, and it's an entire team discussion that has to be had. And you know, I'm glad that they're taking their time with the pick, but we got a whole game plan ahead of us if we want to win this. Map at a time, take it 1 map at a time.
Yeah, very good stuff. Very good stuff. Me personally, hoping to see Hidden 3 here. I feel like that's the map I've seen the least of so far. Hidden 3 is such a banger map. Like the streams on that, it's the map that I would expect to see the most deaths on. Like people just missing whole streams with Hidden and dying. So that's always the most exciting maps for me, where people are just dropping like flies. So hoping to see that one here, and it could line up with what they're thinking here as well. That the only win they've got under their belt being the hidden win. So
3 mod 3. I like zone on the. There's so many maps here to pick. It really is just like they could go anywhere here. Anything that's not speed feels like a pretty good pick.
Yep, everyone just dipped. Everyone's playing. I can imagine they're all playing or practicing the map that they've chosen. If they're roping the timer out this
Hard Rock 1?
Hard Rock 1! I like that. I like that.
I do
Australia,
like the Hard Rock 1.
We forgot about those bans. That No Mod 1 and No Mod 4 ban, they actually hate that stuff. So Hard Rock 1, it going off bans alone seems like the pick, actually. And people sporting like Henry and Zone Louise, like the Hard Rock specialist, I actually think this is a great pick.
Saw Emrek not in for a second there and kind of freaked out, but there's certainly no way that's ever happening this tournament. Henry, Zone Louise, Nathan Ram for the side of Philippines. I like picking this, especially considering Zone had such a good performance on that last map, and he's really their Hard Rock specialist. It makes a lot of sense for them to go with this route.
Yeah, and what a banger map it is as well. 3 minutes of just 200 BPM jump aim. It's beautiful. We're going to see Jordan LR7, Emreg, Marlo, and Arbusion will be making his first map in. Hang on.
Bit of technical difficulties. It's alright, we'll get through it. There we go. Probably Jordan LR7 being in, and Dummy's going to be the one to step in for Australia for this one. So Zalos is in on the side of the Philippines. Yeah, definitely some a different Hard Rock lineup from the side of Australia. I haven't seen that one before, but see what they can do with this.
We're subbing out Vivace and Jordan LR7 for Dummy here. Dummy must be feeling it today.
Yeah, feeling good in that Hard Rock game.
But Henry, Nathan Ram, we get to see Nathan Ram back in, and that's what I'm most excited for here.
Yeah,
because his scores, he's only been putting insane, up like big hitters, like king hitter scores.
Oh, this map's awesome.
Yeah, it's time. It's time. Philippines third pick. Let's make it a good one. Hopefully,
the aim in this map, the aim is so intense on this map. It feels never ending. Definitely have to be focused.
Yeah. 3 minutes is just long enough so that if you're, the aim just isn't quite good enough and you're missing after every 400, 500 combo, like it's 400k. Like,
yeah,
I'm
it's such a low score.
400k average from all the players in here. It's going to be the standout performances, I feel, that will be making the
ones that
difference.
Get to that 800, yeah, absolutely right. But everyone getting through the intro kind of unscathed. Feeling good about that.
Yeah, but Hard Rock's that mod that you get the most nervous on because it matters the most. Like shakes and nerves, they matter the most when the circles are as small as they are. Especially accuracy as well. Tapping needs to be so coordinated. Everything must be coordinated. Fusion and Nathan Ram will be our first misses of the match, trading 1 for 1 instantly. It's still anyone's game. It's still a nice and even first Ki here. Anyone will be the difference maker. It's just Arbusion again. A bit rough out the opening, but it's fine. It's just 20k in Philippines.
Zarloz is shaking.
Dummy
will miss though.
It's a big break. It's 3-2. This score lead.
Slow part. This is kind of the calmest this map will get. A nice 300 combo here for the Philippines, but Henry is going to find a miss.
That burst in the top right, just not finishing it nicely, and it's evened out again. That slow extension of the score bar.
They're all 99.
Is now gone.
They're all 99 on the side of the Philippines. Australia is kind of lacking in the accuracy department.
It's
not
close. It's still
Marlow
close
with it. Very close. Arbusion though can't find his footing here on this map, and everyone on the Philippines looks rather comfortable. Zone and Zarloz matching the combos of Emrek and Marlow, and Dummy finding yet another break on this Hard Rock. So really is just Zone Zarloz versus Emrek Milo.
Oh, and there's Zarloz. It's Nathan Ram, Zone Luis versus Milo Emrek. It's now heading over in Australia's grasp. I'm gonna say it's not moving though. Henry might actually be the difference. That stream! Are you kidding me?
How did only 2 people miss? Henry, Zarloz, and Milo all finding a break on what was definitely the hardest part. What was that stream? That was Zone hit it, and it mattered so much because look at the scores. It's him and Nathan versus Emrek. The 2 of them. Nathan
hits the cut stream after as well. Marlo drops, Nathan Ram drops. It's Emrek versus Zone Louise for the last corner of the map, and he's going silly hitting these streams. Are you kidding me? Hasn't died a 99.4. What a performance!
Is a terrific back-to-back out of this world performances. He has to FC. Emrek not breaking anytime soon. Can he really close this one out for his country as Australia's coming in? Zarloz with that miss, Marlon follows suit. It's gonna be enough.
Oh my gosh.
That was way too close.
Wow.
That was real close there, but it looks like Zone Louise does it with ease against the team of Australia.
He's put in a situation where he must FC the rest of the map to win, and that's exactly what he does without dropping a single 100 in the ending, dude. 1.1 million score coming from Hard Rock 1. That I can assure you that is the best score you will see this round.
That stream, I can't believe he got through that stream. Two of them, some of those streams were definitely like, okay, Emrek hit that. Zone Louise and Nathan, wow, dude, what are we doing here? Incredible performance from the Philippines. I like them on the Hard Rock now.
I've got to say, man, you heard me talking about a 400k average, but these guys average 600k between them. None of the members on Philippines mucked around for that Hard Rock 1. That was stellar performance across the board, and it was what they needed to put Australia back down on their pick. So this match is not even close to over. It is still going. Australia is now out of DTs other than DT4.
Mod 2. Yep, we've got free mod 2. We've still got the free mod 2 speed pick. Australia definitely has been picking speed. It's been their bread and butter the entire tournament. There it is. They are going to go with it. No surprise there. And if they haven't won a free mod 2, now get this right, they have not actually won a free mod 2, and in both instances, the other team has 4-wayed. Pretty much.
They have scored nothing but 4 million on this map and lost every single time. So
Philippines, we're looking at the Philippines to continue the tradition of stomping on the free mod 2. So they never pick it again.
For us. Do it for us. Do it for the rest of the tournament, dude. Australia will never pick a free mod. That no mod 5 to free mod 2, it will be the biggest regret of their lives not playing around that, because Philippines win this one here, and they have the mental on Australia
on them.
has to be completely on the floor.
Shot.
Like, you've dropped everything. Yeah.
There's no hard rock that feels free. There's no hidden that feels free. It's only the speed that feels comfortable from the side of Australia. And if there's ever been a break point, I reckon this is the most important one for the Philippines. Momentum going their way. Zone coming off back-to-back FCs, beating MREC on both. Like, it's a good feeling for the side of the Philippines right now.
Absolutely, and you hear this map, you hear this 250 BPM non-stop, you hear buzz sliders, you hear sliders, you hear death streams. That's all you're listening to in a breakcore song. So it's going to be non-stop action in this pick, I assure you. And Milo, Milkshake, Emmerich, Dummy, Jordan LS7, that's the roster we've been seeing every single time on these free mod 2s, and we'll see if those if they'll be able to keep going with these 4 million scores, because they've been scoring amazing. Australia has been doing so well on these free mod 2s, but every other team has just been putting them in their place.
Yep.
Spanked is the word I would use, Monk Yatso. Yeah, absolutely. They've just been getting spanked on these free mod 2s. And here it is, Henry's Zone Louise, Nathan Ram. Where's the fourth? Where's the fourth? Who's in there? Who's in there doing push-ups, ready for this speed map, dude? Who's on the floor giving me 20? Getting ready for this map. It's Kagano. That's exactly what I like to see.
Oh, Kagano for sure. He's been the fourth on some of these speed maps. Had a bit of a rough go at that first DT map, but it's definitely not too late to pull a performance out. And when your country needs you the most, it's time to step up.
Yeah, it's time. Time for free mod 2, the moment we've all been waiting for in this match. And man, Zone Louise, you've got to keep him on the hard rock, because that was not okay, that last map. That is intimidating if I've ever seen it. Marlo on the hard rock and the Emrek on the hidden versus Henry on the hidden for Philippines. Those are great mod players, dude. It's gonna be, I've got a feeling this is all going to be on the no mods this game.
Yeah, I agree. I think the no mods here, because you're expecting to see a miss out of the hard rock players and hidden as well, but hopefully Kagano finding a bit more comfort on this speed map compared to the DT2-3.
Yeah, let's see it here.
Looking like it.
It's a nice start. It's a nice start from Jordan LR7 SS. Breaks, Emrek still SS, Henry still SS. Everyone's holding. These looking to be the comfort players. Kagano's going to be your first to break, but no matter, we can still put up 4 million. No more breaks, and we're still in 4 million territory. Getting nervous because the first break of Australia is going to have to be soon.
Yeah,
and there it is. It's Jordan LR7 now.
Every time.
Now with nothing else happening, if this map ended right now, and just if no one broke for the rest of the map, it would be in Philippines' hands. So I'm just saying, you know, maybe if no one breaks.
It has in the past. We'll see if that happens though. God, everyone looks so comfortable on this map. They're all 99. The 98 on the side of the hard rock players is to be expected. They're playing at such a high OD, and Kagano yet another break.
Just as it gets right in the realm of, you know, starting to take that victory back, it's straight back to Australia. And this map only gets harder with the more you play it, because Nathan, there's another break. It's so fast. The longer this map goes for, you know, the more your stamina's it's running out. You know, the single tapping or alternating stamina, it's losing. Marlo Milkshake is a break on the hard rock. Zone Louise is going stupid right now.
Zone Henry versus Emrek. Dummy LR7's found his footing from that first miss. We'd have to see a break there from Emrek, but God, is he still SS?
Oh God, Emrek is still SS. I'm getting a little bit nervous now, because now I know he's not going to miss. Marlo with another break though, it's keeping the door open. Jordan LR7 is keeping Australia in this game though. It's 2-2 with Jordan backing.
Oh, Kagano.
And Kagano having a bit of trouble in this second second quarter of the map. But it's over. It's over. The map is ending.
Too comfortable, man. Dummy with 99.9, LR 99.4, and Emrek with like the 2 100s. Henry also in that realm of real comfortable. And Zone Louise on a triple, a hat trick, if you would call it, with the FCs. But it's just not going to be enough. We talked about it before. Speed has that fourth player syndrome. It's really tough. If you don't have a complete four-man roster on a speed pick, it just gets abused the entire match. And those scores are ridiculous.
That is
6
not fair.
SR, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is crazy.
tough.
What a shame, man. That was it was so close, dude. That was
On
so
the upside,
close to being Philippines.
Australia is out of speed completely now, though. They have abused all of the speed there is to offer in this pool. The Philippines have won on a free mod, and they've won on a hard rock, so they definitely have a lot more sort of picks to go their way.
Yeah, and I like picking Hard Rock here because Zone Louise is on fire. This guy cannot be stopped. That Hard Rock FC, I cannot stress enough how much harder it is FCing that with Hard Rock. Like keeping your accuracy high and keeping up with the tapping is so much more stressful on Hard Rock with the high AR and everything, and you lose so much more score when you drop AC and miss on Hard Rock. So that FC is actually definitely the score of the lobby, but
I think
Australia
the Philippines here, they've had some plays where they're gonna have the highest scoring player on a map. I think that hidden FC on the free mod 1, oh, it was a free mod 1, free mod 4, and that Hard Rock 1 FC from Zone they're just gonna be so high in that stats page, and we'll have to see what the Philippines go for here. The Hard Rock 3 being open I kind of like the Hard Rock 3, but they're gonna go ahead with the free mod 3, that AR8. Also a great
I like
pick.
that. I like that. This is aim. This is aim. We've just picked nothing. We won the Hard Rock. We won the Hard Rock 1, and that is so big in information versus Australia because there's still so many aim maps open. There's hidden 1 and free mod 1 as well. So if we can manage to win this one, the AR8 6.5, the very gimmick, and I'm pretty sure Zone Louise Hard Rock Henry hidden is such a strong core on these free mods that
Absolutely.
Having Nathan Ram and one other fill the no mods is it looks good. It's such a good roster. I'm very optimistic about what they can pull out on this map. Very different from what we've seen so far, though. AR8,
especially Ramu.
CS5 is very different from just normal, the hidden 2. So,
a new lineup from the side of Australia. 2 rookies in for this map. Looks like our Fusion will be stepping out. Gotta assume Vivase. Yep. Nathan Ram. Gotta wonder if it's gonna be Ramu on the side of the Philippines. He was their AR8 hidden player, but it looks like probably sticking with Henry on the hidden. Maybe just considering Ramu being in there, maybe it's looking like it might be another hidden overmod, but you definitely don't want to be overmodding on the AR8 hidden. It takes a lot of confidence to pull that off.
Yeah, no, it's good. Philippines have played this before. They did play this in their match versus Denmark. And the difference was actually that they played 2 Hard Rocks. They played Zone Louise and Cargano Hard Rock, and they did win with some decent 700Ks from Zone and Henry, but I feel like we're going to have to put up a little more versus Australia, and Ramu might be that change, that sub for Cargano that they need. I've got a feeling they're running 2 hiddens instead of 2 Hard Rocks now, actually.
Australia might be doing the same thing though with Emrek Mavs.
Yeah, there it is, the double hidden.
Double hidden. Is it both ways?
Philippines again.
Mavs rocking no mod, so new from him.
Yeah, but here it is. Australia is 5-2 up. It's easy to forget we're actually at match point. Although it's Philippines pick. This is it.
Zone keep up this performance. He's been so hot these last few maps. He has no room to slow down. His country needs him. This intro, Dummy's gonna get caught. So is Vivase. Look at Ramu.
He hit it. They all hit it. Philippines entirely gets through that 1/3 stream. It's 2 for 4. Immediately coming out the gate.
Nathan and Ramu both SS that entire intro. Very practiced on that. No one else was even close. And now if you're Dummy, a single miss is going to send your score so low, and you're never going to really come back into striking range.
Henry
finds a miss.
Mavs is another FC from Australia that's broken though. So this score, it looks like it's in Philippines' grasp, but it's 2 versus 1, and that 1 is Emrek. So
yeah, Vivase has also found
these guys. Entirely up to these guys.
Seeing the last node of the burst. Disaster there for Australia. Emrek and Dummy still with a comfortable combo. Dummy really digging himself out of a hole here. That early chain hack and
Ramu!
another miss.
Oh, whoa, it's 2 FCs versus 1, but we've seen it. That first break is the all-telling break. We know the results of the intro are in. It's Emrek and just you two, Nathan, Ram, Zone, Louise, so it's all on these two immediately.
We've seen this before, and if I recall, last time they were able to take him down.
Yep, they did it before.
Can we do it again?
Can we do it again? vv16 putting in these misses on Hard Rock, just a bit under all of these notes. Tragic from him, but it's 100k already. This map goes for quite a while, and it plays so slowly that missing a single note in any of these jumps is so big. And vv16 bringing out a few misses here, but no one else is really missing.
Zone
Louise!
It had been 3 maps, but Nathan's still there to back him up. He's matching Emrek. Emrek, of course, with that hidden. Looking good, but Ramu's there as well. Emrek's going to find a miss, and now it's just Nathan and Ramu.
Oh, Emrek breaking
as well. Philippines
it's the Nathan Ram show.
Off. Yep. They've all had their moments here on the side of the Philippines. It's what it takes to bring it down, and Henry and Nathan Ram putting
hits the squares. Into the buzz sliders. We saw 6 people break here last match. None. No one is breaking here in this match.
It's just dummy now on the side of Australia. If they can close it out here, it's going to take a Miracle FC from dummy. The rest of the map, Emrek finding a miss instantly. Does not help. Ramu Vivasi trading. God, I'm so proud of Nathan this match. He's just been popping off.
99% as well. This map is not easy to hack. What did he even break on? What did he even break on?
Henry's got him, dude. Henry's got him there. Still matching down a 400k cushion. They
Henry's
look all right.
in the wings. He slide that to me, brother. I got you. Pass the baton. It's over to Henry right now. Will he pass him and score? That would be criminal. That's the hidden bonus right now. But it's 500k difference to Philippines.
They're doing it right now.
They have just stomped on Australia on this free mod pool, dude.
This free mod pool looking so good for Australia when it comes to like the roster, but when it comes to actually putting in, and look at Philippines, dude. An incredible performance. Henry, Nathan, just 800Ks. Zone Louise with the 600 on the Hard Rock. vv16 not even half his score, so it was just an incredible performance.
Yeah, no, that was stunning stuff. Zone Louise, Henry, and Nathan. Ramu also put in the work. You know, that extra hidden really put in some score there, and I'm sure it could have mattered, but that is so crazy. Those scores are insane. To absolutely dog walking Australia on this free mod pool right now. It's back over to them, but you know, we've put in the work now. We've won 3 of our points in a row, and Australia's out of speed, so this is the moment of the match right here because if Australia mispicks this map right now, it's back to it's all on Philippines' last pick to take it to the tiebreaker, and that would be the moment. So what is the decision from Australia here?
You got to think, like you would know, being captain of the Australian team 2 years recurring, Jordan, where would they actually go here? 3, sorry.
Yeah,
where would they go?
Sorry. Look, man. I'm thinking gorilla attack, gorilla step is where I'd go if I was the captain,
gorilla map.
Because you can't really hold the gorillas back. Like, if you let the gorillas out, I'm pretty sure it's over. And that map is wild, and I haven't seen it in a while, so
you can't let them escape.
That's where I'd go. Let the animal out.
3. Number 3 is definitely a map that they've liked in the past, and putting Emrek, Milo, and Dummy on those old maps where they can just single tap it. Same thing with the hidden 3. You've got the Emrek Dummy single tap advantage. It's gonna be no mod 2. I thought that was banned
now. Oh, yeah,
I missed that one. I thought it was banned the entire time.
Yeah, me too, but no mod 2 is definitely the pick for Australia. That is, if I knew that was up the whole time, that was absolutely. Yeah. But I guess, okay, so we won't let the animals out, the gorillas back in the cage.
Stamina. The gorilla has been kept in the cage for now.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Haven't got their break point yet. They really need the break point. We've got some scores. Australia hasn't actually played a no mod 2 in a minute. Philippines have played this with no FCs, all very mid 600, 500k, 97% runs in the past. We've got KE15 stepping in. Looks like he's their stream expert. Hasn't really had a chance to step in this match, but if there's ever been a time, we need you now. And everyone else has had a performance. It might be 15 cents.
That would be a story, man. KE15 coming in to steal the winning point from Australia when it mattered the most. That's a story I'd like to see. But Zone Louise, Henry, Nathan Ram, I don't care who else is on it. Like, you've got to keep these three in, man. Those are your star players right now, and I'm glad I'm seeing them here on the No Mod 2 because Emrek, Dummy, Jordan LR7, Fusion is a terrifying No Mod 2 roster. You've been playing nothing but left-handed maps and picking nothing but left-handed maps this whole time.
I hope there's no aim.
We've still got No Mod 2 here. I'd like to see the Dummy curse coming out. You know, Dummy missing on all the aim in these stream maps. Bringing that into reality might be what the Philippines needs to take this break point. Would be the first break point.
What is this intro? No one is getting through that. All aim? Okay, there goes our fusion. Yeah, makes sense. There's no way you're hitting an intro this difficult.
Yeah.
When the match matters so much, it's closing time for Australia. But everyone of the Philippines kind of 99 that except Zone. Kind of easy.
Yeah,
but
gotta be careful though. You really think that's just the intro of this map? This entire map is these ridiculous streams, these spaced, weird, you know, different spacing changing in all of these streams on this No Mod 2. So you got to be on your toes, keeping that cursor exactly where it needs to be on all moments of this map. And you know, this to start it off with, it's in the Philippines' hands. You know, they've got that 100 combo lead. And KE15, unfortunately, might be a little bit too nervous going to this one. Hopefully, that's the last break we see from him, but it's over in Australia's hands. Nathan Ram, Jordan LR7 to match him, though. It's once again matched. Close.
It's Henry and Zone. We've seen this all match. It's Henry Zone versus Emrek Dummy. Dummy's going to find his
Dummy's out!
It's Emrek our boy right now. No, they still got I was got a slow combo there, but Emrek with the 1x100. You got to think, man. Emrek on a No Mod 2 is definitely scary, very comfortable on this sort of map. But Zone and Henry together, they can defeat him as the score's slowly flickering over.
It's coming. It's slowly but surely coming. Oh, Fusion Dummy. It's there. It's already there. Henry and Zone Louise are not letting up.
Heavy advantage Philippines as Jordan finds another break. It's just Emrek on the side of Australia. We've seen this before, but he can't take on everyone. It's Zone and Henry. Henry will find a break now. It really is just Zone.
It's a 1v1.
It really is.
Now you don't want to be put in a 1v1 versus Emrek though, dude. You don't want to be in this 1v1 scenario. It's 50k for the last point that you need to take Australia to your last point. And it's all on Zone Louise's shoulders on a 99% FC.
He's been popping off all match. Nathan finding another miss, but it's not Zone. It really is so important whether Zone misses or not. The scoreboard's going to flicker over to Australia.
Henry and Nathan chain missing these streams.
It has to be a break from Emrek at this point to really flicker that over towards the Philippines. Our boy will find one, but it has to be Emrek.
It's 20k. It's 20k. It's all up. Fusion and Jordan LR7 are breaking it every moment. Dummy and Emrek are keeping up. Zone Louise and K. It's still over in Australia, but it's 20k points. It's one break from one of the big combos. Fusion missing. It's right there. It's in the graphs. There's an eighth of the map left. We just need to keep up this for a little longer, Zone Louise. Just a little longer.
We pull it off. Fusion finding another miss. It's about 30,000 points. Zone Louise just popping off completely.
He's doing it. He's actually managing to do it. He's holding out in the hardest part of the map, the intro, the exit.
He's matching Dummy. Emrek and Zone pulling up 2k combos, but they've done it. Zone Louise is just popping off. And
are you kidding me?
If he broke, it was over to all of them stepping up. And now Australia's sweating bad. Now it's real bad.
The break point that mattered just happened. It just happened, and it's all on Philippines' last point to take this to tiebreaker. They're in a winning, commanding position for the first time this match. Emrek with the FC 999 score, but Zone Louise, he put in that work, and he had the boys to back him up.
To think that intro miss could have mattered. He did so well to hold on the rest of the map. K15, Henry, and Nathan, all of them performing on a map like that. And now the ball is up in the air. Where do we go? This is the last pick of this match. Losers bracket, both teams, one of them is going home. We cannot afford to drop this map if we're the Philippines now. We got to bring this to tiebreaker. And who did you... It couldn't have been Gorilla Step that you were talking about before.
God, do not let the Gorillas out. You really thought the Gorillas were over in Australia's side, but the Cages, They were actually at Philippines the whole time, and here they come. The guerrilla attack on Australia to take them to tiebreaker. Would you dare do it, Philippines? In reality, though, free mod 1 is
probably hidden 3 or hidden
option.
1.
Free mod 1 is such a good call. It's just aim, and it's just
they've won every free mod.
Hard rock hidden core that they've been looking for. They've been dog walking Australia on these free mods. Why let it go? Let's guerrilla walk them here.
This last pick so important for the Philippines. They got here, Zone Louise is board, and they're gonna go!
Yeah, they did it!
No.
They did it! They took the gorillas out! It is Guerrilla Attack, Guerrilla Step, Guerrilla Map for your last pick of OSU World Cup 2022 Quarterfinals, Australia, Philippines. There's nowhere I'd rather be right now than watching the Gorillas attack.
No, this is absolutely right. Oh, the pressure on the Philippines. Momentum certainly on that side. The breakpoint coming at the best possible time for them. Australia just about out of speed maps. Goes for the no mod 2 and then instantly punished by that of Zone Louise. Just an amazing performance from him this whole match.
We love to
but
see
it can't
we
stop
love
now.
to see these players popping off, man. It's awesome. Because you're looking down Emrek Dummy, Jordan Mavs, and he's gone. I guess he's done his job. Leave it to the absolute animals on this match, this map here. I have absolute faith in form on this though.
The Guerrilla map. This is one of those maps that takes a lot of practice, and gotta say, I don't see Emrek practicing the map pool a whole bunch. This is one of those maps that does require a bit more of that practice slot, as it is heavy on the reading side. But
yeah, lots of reading. You know, it's at that old BPM, but there's a lot of slowdown and stuff like that.
Oh, they're gonna single tap it
and stuff like that. Yeah,
they're gonna triple
Australia
single tap.
has the single tap team.
They have the single tap Guerrilla mash, dude. They're gonna Guerrilla mash it.
Emrek Dummy, Jordan LR7, I can assure you, are going to single tap this. We'll see what the Philippines bring to offer. It's Nathan, Ram, Henry, KE15, and Ramu. They're going to be your final four before we take this potentially to tiebreaker, or will we see a 6-4 scenario from Australia clutched up on Philippines' last picks, dude? I can't wait to get into this map.
Australia has been here before. Momentum on the opponent's side as they get towards the end of the match, and last time it did not work out for them. Looking to redeem themselves here. K finding a first early miss. It's all good. Happened in the last map.
This map is 4 minutes. You know, we've got way more. We've got way more time and way more opportunity for Australia to miss and take it from them. So this tiny little lead, it looks like a lot on the screen right now, but I assure you it will not be come the first and second Ki time.
If you're Australia, it's time to get serious now. We cannot be going to tiebreaker here. Definitely want to close this one out. And like we said before, you can see the Guerrilla single tap method on Emrek, Dummy, and LR7. Every player on the side of Philippines ulting, but Nathan finding a miss is disastrous.
And Jordan LR7 matches though, so it's 1-1. Doesn't matter that too much. It's just K15 is the only difference maker here, and I like to see the ACK come out from players on maps like this, because this is definitely one of the maps that's hardest to ACK in the pool, and Henry is the only one even close to 99.
He's comfortable.
See a lot of 97s on Australia, but that 99 diff is crazy.
LR7 finding yet another miss actually matters a lot, as the map does kind of slow down after this section. A lot of free combo.
Yeah. We're at the wrapper. He's killing it. We're at this slow part, this slow single tap part. Definitely not a single tap part there. Nathan, K15, Mavs, all out, Jordan LR7. It's the same faces, the same names we've been saying this whole time are the only ones that are missing. But there's Dummy, and Dummy is the break that matters the most in this, because now it's just Emrek. Ramu is out as well, and then everyone's broken.
All of a sudden it came down to one, and it's the wonder child, Emrek, halfway through the map. Can he bring it home for Australia?
That is so tragic, man. Everyone's breaking right in the middle of the map, and now we're back to reality. It's Emrek time.
To reality.
Wake up.
Guerrilla stepping. All right. A miss any moment now still gives Philippines a lot of opportunity, as we are going to get into that second slow part after this section.
Yeah, it's still 100k. It's still not out of the woods yet, but Emrek is the only one that could manage to hold through that second Ki, man. And it's such a shame, because Philippines had such a lead. They had the 2v1 that they've been loving this whole match against MREC. That's all they needed, but then they both just couldn't close it out. Because if they both got to this point, I assure you, the lead was in the Philippines.
Yeah. Still only 100,000, still room for an MREC break, but you really need to see that. He gets a chance to check the scores, and look, I gotta be honest, he's not one to crack under pressure like this.
Yeah, he's not looking at this like it's like, oh my gosh, like I'm so nervous. He's looking like it's already over. So I'm a bit nervous for Philippines going into this last KI.
But if there was ever a time to miss MREC, it's now.
Just misread a double.
Philippines. Everyone hitting that jump. You'd expect to see a couple misses there, but everyone kind of ready to close this one out. Dummy giving them a bit of a chance. It has to be MREC. 220,000 left. There's only about 20% left of the map. If it's not now, it's not ever.
Ramu with another break. They were all holding. They were all holding in this last bit, but Ramu's taking the break, and it's 250k in Australia's grasp now. The Gorillas, the Gorilla the whole time was MREC, and it was no one but MREC.
He just gets to single tap. It's crazy. The old 98%. Jordan's going to find his break. It was such a good effort from the Philippines, but reality just comes in ever so real, dude. MREC, the only FC in the match. And that is going to be it for the Philippines. Such a heartbreaking story there. They really had it going for them. An incredible performance from all of them. Zone Louise. Wow. Henry at the start. It was just such great performances from the Philippines, but that is going to do it.
Yeah, I've taken so much from this match, man. Zone Louise, he really put in the work, man. Henry, amazing performances, and Nathan Ram, they're your highlight players. They're definitely your highlight players from this match because they all put in the work. They all put in those points versus MREC, and they ended up on 6-4. So that's a pat on the back to those players. And, next year I've got such a good feeling about Philippines if they continue to strive and improve at that. But Australia coming out 6-4 and your quarterfinals losers, they will be seeing you in the semi-finals versus Canada next week as the first losers bracket. So it's a short-lived victory for them. Scheduling's going to be fun for that. I'm sure it'll be a great time for both teams. But Philippines, man, I can't talk enough about how well those guys played and how much they deserved a semi-finals performance, man. I was worried that Hyok wasn't on that team. I'm a big fan of Hyok and how good he's been in recent years. But to not have him, and do that well, it really is. Yeah, it really is all of them stepping up when they needed to. And God, that was such that MREC at the end there, just the only player to really get through that middle part. And we've seen it so often throughout the tournament. He's just not one to miss. Like, it's really rare. And wow, he does a great job putting Australia on his back yet again for this match. But well done to the team Australia. A very, very well fought match from the Philippines, but that will do it for this match. I believe that we have future matches coming up 5 hours from now. We have France, Singapore, and then China versus Great Britain as well. Can't wait to catch everyone there. But that will be it for now. We will see you later tonight. Enjoy your day. Quick note before we drop out though. If you felt like you knew Australia was going to win and stuff, you had that feeling because you bought a banner. You kind of get to scoff at everyone that was rooting for the Philippines there. So make sure you're picking up these Osu banners. Only available during the Osu World Cup, Support your favourite team. Support, if you're on Australia's hype train right now, you're on MREC's hype train, you've got to make sure you've been buying that banner and supporting, the World Cup and all the people that organised this beautiful event. So thank you very much for having us, and what a beautiful cast it was with you, Monk Yatso, once again. We'll see you in a couple of hours from now. Yep, have a great night. Yeah, take it easy, my friends.